Welcome back to the Mahabharata series, Part 2. In the last chapter, we saw Ganga drown her own children. But when she reached the 8th child, Shantanu could not remain silent. His question changed everything, and with that, the truth was revealed. Now, a new destiny begins. A child returns. A legend awakens. This is the story of Devavrata. This is where history starts becoming destiny. Ganga was not an ordinary woman. She was the river goddess, incarnated in human form. The children she drowned were not just babies. They were the Vasis, 8 divine beings, cursed to be born as mortals. And she had promised to free them from their suffering. But the 8th Vasu, the one in her womb now, he had to live because he was the one who had led the sin. That child was named Devavrata, a prince, born with divine blood, but a human destiny. Ganga took her son away, far from the palace, far from comfort. She trained him in the ways of the warrior, the sage, and the king, under the guidance of Vasishtha, Brihaspati, and even Parashurama himself. Years passed. Shantanu was alone. He had lost the woman he loved, and the son he never got to raise. But fate brought them together again. One day, Shantanu stood near the river, and he saw a young warrior shooting arrows so precise that he stopped the flow of the river. That boy was his son. Ganga returned and said, "Take him, he is ready." And thus, Devavrata returned to Hastinapur, not just as a prince, but as a symbol of duty, of sacrifice, of destiny. Devavrata had come home, not as a strange, but as a son, a prince. The gates of Hastinapur opened for him, wide, golden, proud. Courtrooms paused, and guards stood taller. The people whispered, "He walks like a king." But he said nothing. He simply folded his hand and bowed to his father, to the throne, to the land. Inside the palace, Shantanu sat beside him. For hours they spoke of the past, of what was lost, of what lies ahead. The ministers watched, the servants listened, and slowly everyone knew this was no ordinary return. This was the beginning of something greater. Devavrata had come to claim not power, but purpose.
जो व्यक्ति अपने कर्तव्यों का पालन पीड़ा में भी करता है, वही सच्चे अर्थों में धर्म को समझता है।
A man who performs his duties, not just when life is easy, but even when his soul is tired, even when his heart is breaking. That man is the one who truly understands Dharma, because duty is not about comfort. Silent preparation leads to legendary impact. Devavrata was raised away from the spotlight, but when he returned, he owned the stage. So don't hate your low phases. They're preparation, The world may not see you now, but soon they'll never forget you. Every child deserves guidance. Ganga gave Devavrata the best education. Not money, not gifts, but wisdom. Be it your child, your sibling, your younger self, the greatest gift you can offer is guidance. Leaders are forged, not born. Devavrata's story tells us lineage doesn't make a king. Character does. Today's world needs more people like him, with strength, discipline, and a heart for duty. In the next part, the boy becomes a warrior. The warrior takes a vow that will echo for thousands of years. If this story gave you value, if it made you pause, think, or feel something within, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe, because this is not just mythology. This is your story. This is Mahabharata.